I'm not a master car builder by any means. I don't know shit about shit. I'm just winging it out here on a daily basis, but finally I'm gonna get to chopping this Model A up. And no, I don't mean the top. I don't want to chop the top. I want to leave it. I don't really know how to put it. I can't say I want to leave it traditional because it's not going to be traditional at all. But at the same time, I want to leave it at its normal height. I want to leave it at its normal ride height. I don't want to chop the top. I am going to box the frame. Maybe not the whole frame. I haven't really decided yet, but definitely the front. And I'm going to cut this section out of the frame, but I'm not going to do it the way I was originally going to do it. I'm going to cut it off. I'm just basically going to cut the front off, and then I'm going to cut the horns off the front and then just weld them to where it meets. So I don't need to put any fish plates or anything. Like there doesn't, I'm not going to lose any of the structural integrity of the frame because I'm not cutting it halfway back or anything like that. I'm just literally cutting the front off. So the frame will still be a solid frame. And that's the safest way I feel to do it. And, you know, it's not, you know, this isn't going to be, at the end of the day, this isn't going to be a traditional hot rod. There's a, you know, I'm cutting the frame, you know, I'm cutting 18 inches off of it. So it's going to look a little different in the front end. I'm going to try to make it look as factory as possible, but I'm pretty sure I have like a 39 front axle on this thing. It's not, you know, it's not a 28 front end anyway. So things are going to be different, but it is what it is. I'm going to do the best I can at it. And, you know, I've never done this before. So there's going to be, it's all going to be trial and error. And as we go, you guys can point out and comment below and tell me, you know, what I could have done better or what I should do, or, you know, maybe not focus so much in the past, but maybe help me to continue to do a better job. And we'll see how it goes. So this is where I'm going to be putting this main cross member. I'm going to be moving it back to these lines. So it'll go across there. And then this is going to be cut right at the line. And then I'll cut, well, my line's kind of missing there. And then I'll cut these off right there. And I'll just weld them onto there. I'm going to have to add some material, or, you know, maybe cut a little bit of this. Maybe cut a little bit of this off down here to make it match up, make it come up a little bit. I don't really know, or I might just add material to go to meet this because it gets a little slimmer. But we'll figure that out. I just mainly want to get the front end on, get it moved back, and it's going to be really cool to see this thing as a shorty. It's going to be really short, and it's definitely going to be one of a kind for around here anyway. Up here in central Pennsylvania, there's not too many. I mean, maybe there are. If there are, and you guys know of any, please tell me, because I'd love to talk to somebody else who's done this, because it's always good to see other people's projects and hear other advice. So let's get started on this. Luckily, I don't have to grind these off and take these off. These cross members are bolted in. So I can just unbolt it, which is great. Then move it back and drill new holes and call it a day. Alright everybody, promise me you won't laugh. Yeah, the way I did this is a little unorthodox, but it's solid as a rock, man. I went down and got some grade A bolts, and to deal with this gap, I jammed, washers down in there, and this is torqued down so tight that the sucker's not moving. These are in, and I'm gonna weld a bracket in there too. There's gonna be a bracket that comes along here, and it's gonna be welded solid. I'm gonna box in the whole frame, so that's all yet to come. But this is just my way of doing it. Just made sense to me. Instead of trying to weld some spacer or fabricate some spacer, washers will work fine. Probably weld them together too, but it's not going anywhere. I can't like, it's torqued down so tight that my hand's probably gonna hurt for the next 3 days. So now I gotta do this side, and then that'll be that. So I kind of decided, like, after really looking this over, I think I'm going to leave this big nose on here. Like, I don't think I'm going to cut it off. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because I have a big nose on my face. The big nose has grown on me. I think it looks kind of cool that way. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it.
So I'm kind of on a roll today, and I think I'm going to keep going, and I think I'm going to box this section in and that section, and then I'll sand the frame down and we can kind of have the frame done and complete from there forward, because I don't know, I just feel like it. Alright, so I got these drying, and these are the insides. I'm not painting the outside, but this is going to be the inside of the frame when I won't be able to get to it after I weld them in. So that is, I put 2 coats on that, and now I got a wire brush the insides of this and use the old Seal and prime and paint it before I weld those in, because you'll never be able to get to that again, and that will just eat from the inside out.